electrical job. If you remember, about 2 weeks ago, we were there. It was a Zenco double breaker. One of the twin breakers was not functioning. Couldn't get it out, and we told the tenant that, you know, we need to shut off everything to safely get it out, because we'll probably have to dissect it out. It's right by the water. I mean, the water's like 150 feet away, and the salt air gets to it, and so they weren't prepared for a total shutdown. The husband was doing work in the office, and the daughter was doing work in her office. They both work from home. So we exercised the breaker a little bit and got it working good, but it's a weak breaker. But we didn't know that. We just thought, maybe somebody tripped it. We exercised it, got it going. We were going to replace it. That's what we always do. We always replace them, but we couldn't get it out. And the fact that we needed to shut everything down and they weren't prepared for it, we just told them, let's see what happens. So anyway, it's a callback, and they know that we're going to have to take everything. We're going to have to shut everything off. And but you know, to get these out, you sometimes have to get. Well, first of all, when I did this job, I sent them a minimum service call, letting them know there was no guarantee that we did exercise it. Blah blah blah. We did recommend a new panel. This is where I did recommend a new panel, because it's not all rusted or damaged or anything, but the breakers are all stuck in there, fused in there with weather, salt weather, and you know, it looks like it's past due, but it's not to the point where you can't legally change a breaker. People are saying, well, you shouldn't even change a breaker. Well, who says? You know, it's my opinion that matters. If I look at it, it's me who makes the decision whether I can repair it or replace it. And if I can't repair it, I don't like what I see, then I don't repair it. I tell them, hey, you need to replace it or get somebody else that's willing to do it. But I've already looked at this panel, and it's just a jammed up breaker. Once I get it off, we'll polish the prongs on it, and we'll get the new breaker in there, and she'll be fine. But with that being said, you guys might as well, if there's anybody that's squeamish about getting into a breaker panel and jerking on a breaker or something like that, maybe you guys shouldn't even watch this video. But we're going to do what it takes to get that thing out. And then, of course, we'll clean it up and put the new breaker in. But I don't think this breaker is going to come out easy. And the tactics that you see us use to get it out might alarm you, maybe. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Watch it or don't watch it. But the way the owner responded, he did respond to the management company. He says, no, I went over there and looked at it. It didn't look that bad. He's right. I tried moving the breaker and it is frozen, but it's not, I don't need a new panel. And he says, either have that guy do it or get somebody else to do it. Well, the minute I get somebody else to do it, now if it ain't safe, then, you know, I don't care if I lose the management company. But there's no way, if it's safe and it's repairable, replaceable, I'm not going to let another person come in and take my position with the management company. So I'm going to go do it. Anyway, with that being said, we're almost there. And then we've got a light fixture in a patio that's bad. And then we have a Moen Posi temp valve that's in need of replacement. So we got 3 service calls today for Friday. And then we're going to have dinner with Alicia and the kids and everybody. All right, for Valentine's Day.
And Katie's boyfriend.
And Katie's boyfriend. Yeah, he's coming along.
He's a good guy.
He'll be the punching bag at dinner. All right, guys. We'll see you at this job. We're almost there. All right, guys. You might recognize that panel. I don't know, from 2 weeks ago. Here, lock that up, Vinny. The hinge. Okay, we're gonna. I believe it was a twin breaker. What we'll do is we won't even touch them. I believe it's this guy right here. I'm not sure. Huh? No, I don't have that main. I do have a main, but not that one. I have a 100 amp main like for my house. on the truck, but no, you're right, I don't have that one. Okay, well, anyway, we're gonna just make sure that we identify the right 20. I believe it's this one. You can see it's all, but we don't want to try playing with it. We're just going to identify it, make sure this is the one that's off right now, and try to replace it. All right, we're gonna get this opened up, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, let's find out which one is acting up. Make sure we know. Wow, maybe it's not his breaker that's bad. Everything's on. I bet you it's a GFCI tripped. It ain't the breaker. The breaker's working, man.
Let me check.
Here, you try.
Yeah, that one. I just wanted to check that one.
They're good. It's the GFCI is bad. Let me tell him to open this door. Okay, guys, everything's good here. That breaker that we exercised is still good. It's the GFCI that's bad. I'm gonna tell him to open up the side. He's just checking his own man. Everything's good. This is GFCI that's bad. And I don't even want to fucking... Can you handle that GFCI hot? The last thing I want to do is fuck with that breaker. You know what I mean? Okay, he said he'll be down in 3 minutes. Can you close up that panel for me?
Yep.
That way if it's, you know... All right, we're going to close up this panel. So I guess that breaker that I exercised a couple weeks ago got it up and going. It's still going. It's good news. I guess we got the panel all closed up, looking good. We're waiting for the guy to open up the side door over here. Vinny, let's bring our bags over here and get ready for him to open up. It's a GFCI that's bad. He said his kitchen went off. It was GFCI. Wait for him to open up. Okay, we're back to the panel, guys. He didn't tell us that he reset the breaker yesterday. We figured, because I had told him when he said that the breakers, I said, okay, just plug your fridge in with an extension cord, leave that breaker off so I can easily identify it if you're not there. And yes, it's kitchen, but there's kitchen, there's 3 kitchens. So anyway, we were able to identify it. So it is a bad breaker. He's just been turning it on every time it trips. So this is the guy right here. So, all right, we're going to get after it. All right, guys, it's this breaker here. So we're just going to shut this down. That way I can, it's frozen in there. So, all right, we're going to shut this main off, all right? All right, good to go. Let's make sure, identify that these are both off, Vinny, to make sure that breaker's working. Here, I'll do it. Okay, guys, let's should do 220 first.
Oh, he jumped,
I
guys.
didn't jump, man. I'll fucking grab that with both fucking hands and kick you in the balls at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
We're good. We are good. All right, guys, let's get this mother out of here. Last time we tried it was frozen, but I'm gonna get a screwdriver and a beater and try to pry it this way. I could put this in the on position and try with a pair of vice grips, but let's go ahead and get me a screwdriver.
Let me put this stuff away.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm gonna first try pulling it out right here. If we break it, no big deal. This thing is locked in. Yeah, it's locked in. We're gonna and it's got to come out this way. I'm gonna try going like that. I'm gonna get my other vice grips so I can grab both and try to pull out. Let me go get some vice grips. I'll be right back. Then we'll try prime. Okay, let's grab a hold of this booger and see what happens. If anything, we'll just break it apart and get it out. There we go. Come on, pry bar. I'll give it a little help. Let me push, maybe tap it in, and then out, and then out. Let's see.
I think you're getting good luck with that. That's some movement.
Yeah.
Just in and out.
Zenko used to have like a lock bar, but I don't see it. I hope it doesn't have. There's no way this one has a lock bar. There's no way. They used to make them for California for earthquakes. There's no way because you can't get to it. Okay, I'm gonna try something here. Take this here. Okay.
You sure this ain't a lock bar? I don't know.
What? No, that's where it hooks in.
Okay.
That's where you hook in. Your two bars are over here.
And what's that black thing right here?
I don't know. They used to have a lock bar that would lock it in,
Yeah.
but you would see it. You would have
It'd have to be accessible.
Screw. Well, yeah, and it would have a screw that you would take out, and it was a safety screw, one way. Anyway, I would like to stand up higher and look in there, but let me just try something here.
Here, use my knee. Use the wall.
No, I'm so comfortable.
Okay.
Let me get a ladder. I would really like to look at that thing.
Okay.
It wants to.
Here, go do it. I'm gonna keep that pivot down.
Okay, let me get something like that. I don't have enough strength in my hands.
Alright, let me do it. Watch out. Record.
Feels like it just wants to come out right there. It wants to come out. Okay, hold on. It's wanting to come out. Let me have the phone.
Looks like those levers are wanting to pop out.
Huh? Let me go get a new breaker and we can look at it. Just to make sure. I'll go get a new breaker. Yeah. In California, when they were making these boxes because of earthquakes, this goes in like this and this goes like this. On certain models, they have an earthquake bar that it has like a screw here and a screw up there. You have to have the special screwdriver, and then the bar locks into there. And then what happens is when you loosen the top and bottom screw, you can move that bar out of your way like that. This does not have that bar. It's an older panel, and so you can see that it has that black thing only, and that there is for so it doesn't arc or something. It's a protective. But I'm gonna try a little of this right here and see what I can get, because this gives me a little bit more leverage. Let's see here. Hold on, I think it's gonna come now. Got got it, guys. Look at that motherfucker. And there's no lock in there. There's no bar. Yep, no bar. Take a look inside, guys. No earthquake bar, so we're good. It was just fucking in there tight, guys. Motherfucker.
I'm kidding.
Okay, now, where's our new breaker? I've made this for plumbing, guys. Reaching into the pipes. You saw the video. It's good for other things. Alright. Everything looks good. Everything looks good in there. So. Good. Alright guys, let's see what we can get here. There we go. Okay, Vinny, wire this baby up for me. Feeling good? Alright. I thought I was going to have to die. Now, what would I have done if I couldn't get it out, no matter how much I try? Then what I do, guys, is I dissect it out. I break it out. I get in there, and I can take a drill and just drill out those plastic lugs, take the screws out. I can run a drill in between small, and I start breaking it without hurting the other ones. And if I fuck up the top one or the bottom one, I'll replace it too. Because once you get one out, it's easy to get the rest out. So if I happen to fuck one up above it or under it, I would pick one or the other. I'd look at the two breakers and I say, okay, the bottom one looks worse than the top one, and that would be the part that I would leverage on. That way, if I break it, it would be the bottom breaker with the one that I'm trying to get out, and then I would just replace both and get the job done and move on down the road. And yeah, it cost them an extra breaker. Oh well. So anyway, we have dissected them in the past. First time Vinny ever seen a breaker get blown apart inside of a panel. He's a union kid. He only puts new shit in. Torque it. The other one. Good job. Alright, now, what the fuck? Can you knock my ladder over? Okay, hold this, son. I can smell the gas out of that thing.
This is not coming out of your mouth.
The gas is coming out of your mouth, asshole. Okay, which way is on? Up, right? Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, can I have the tester? Okay, if we got 220, we're good, guys.
Want to turn this baby on?
Go ahead. $220. Now we got 110. 110. 110. 220. And guys, if I was to shut all these breakers down before turning that on, I guarantee you I'd be changing more breakers. Look at this. So hey, we deal with it. We're just used to it. We do so much of this old shit. We learn what works and what doesn't work. You know, I like the fact if I'm going to turn a breaker off, you turn everything off. You turn it off, and then you turn it on, and you put your breakers. You know, that's protocol, right? Mm-hmm. But when you're working with this old shit right here, you find another protocol because it ain't going to work for you. You're going to end up having to replace more breakers, and then you try to explain that to the manager. Well, I was just shutting it all down before doing this, and we'd be like, what the fuck are you shutting it all down for, you fucking idiot? Because, you know, management companies, they play with panels. You know, they have vacancies, and sometimes they're off, and sometimes, you know, they're not total oblivious to electrical, so we're good. And if you guys notice, whenever you put in a twin, you'll get 220, because one bar is on one side and the other bar is on the other side to distribute the load. So see, if you had 110, you got, right now you got 220. And if you go down here, you got 110 and 110. So we're all good. Let's put this thing together, guys, and get down the road to the next job. Next job is just a porch light. And then after that, we got a mowing Posi temp that's acting up on some lady. So we're going to do that as well. Okay, guys, whenever you're working on people's panels, always make sure you get pictures to put on the invoice that you close their panel right. Because a lot of times, these tenants will get into the panel, or even the owner of a house will get into a panel and they won't put it back right, and then something goes wrong, and then when they try to get an insurance claim, they'll blame the last contractor that was here. So I always tag pictures to my invoices that'll last for 10 years, 12 years, however long I keep my invoices for. That way, if I ever get blamed, hey, this contractor left it all open and water got in and blah, blah, blah. No, 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 no. Here it is, right here. Showing the pictures. It's on the invoice. You just pull the invoice, or the management pulls the invoice, and everything is perfect. And you can see it wasn't me. Just a little, what do you call that? What kind of tip is that?
Tech tip.
Tech tip, yeah. All right, guys. All right, guys. We need to replacing this light fixture here. We should be out of here in about 5 more minutes, and then be done with it.
Give me that little cardboard. Anyway.
Cardboard. There you go. All right, we're gonna let him get this done, and we'll get out of here and go to the next job. I think it's a shower. All right, guys, turn it on, Benny. Let me make sure she works. All done here, guys. Yeah, it works good. Okay, we're all done here, guys. We're gonna go get a shower cartridge. I have some on the truck, but I don't like to dig them out, so only if I need it for an emergency. You gotta pick up a mowing Posi temp. Okay, guys, we're at the mowing job. It's acting, the water's off, but it's clicking like that or something. Probably the rubbers are all messed up. I need to get Allen wrench for that. We got the John Phillips puller. Okay. I forget what size those are. Should have brought my glasses. Oh, there it is, right there. Wow, that thing is. I might have to go get some lubricant. Let's see here. There it is. Make sure we don't go down the drain with it. I'll lay that down right here on the floor. I think that's a Phillips. That feels rough in there, yeah. Okay. This is your temp control, guys. I don't know where they. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Alright. And then, of course, get this guy out of the way. We're gonna have to take the panel off because of the discussion here because I can't get to the clip. I always like to take notice that the H and the C is up because these are reversible. Let's just say somebody plumbed the hot to the cold and the cold to the hot. All you have to do is put that HC to the bottom. So I like to look at it before I pull it. That way I can take notice, like, oh, if this was in the bottom, I would know, and I'd know to put put it back the same way. But if you notice, the H and the C are on the up, meaning this is plumbed right. Calcium on those threads. What is that? Just plumber's putty or grout. No big deal. We'll have to caulk it with a scraper, and we'll caulk it later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, I got this on low, guys. Sometimes. All right, let's have that JP puller, John Phillips plumbing puller. All right, we got the John Phillips puller here. First time using it with the clear. There we go. Let me lighten up just a little bit better. You guys can see what's going on. I can tell the rubber's in there is probably screwed up, so we're going to see how this puller does now.
Wrong way.
Yeah, wrong way, guys. There she comes. Not bad, guys. This is the first time using it on a really hard valve cartridge.
You're bending it.
Bending what?
You don't like that, I'm bending it.
Oh my gosh.
Soon you're gonna want mine.
I lock it in on my wrist right here. I hold it here, and this part here just locks on my wrist right there. I can tell you now, on the other puller would have been giving me problems because my other puller only pulls it to about right here. Even now the O&I will keep pulling it, but you can't see what it's doing. You don't know if it's working out good or not. I love this being clear. You can actually see. And you can tell here, look, you can tell here, the rubber I think is gone or something. These are the ones that are hard to get out right here when the rubbers are all screwed up.
Yeah, there's your rubber on the back side. Huh?
Yeah, see the rubber's all screwed up, guys. Usually the other puller will only get it out to about right here, and then you're on your own trying to pull on the little T-handle. This here just keeps driving it right out to... Look at the rubber here, guys. It's all messed up. There it comes. That's why it was inside clicking. When she was trying to turn it, it would click on her. Look, all the rubbers are all screwed up. Look at that, guys. It's out. And there's the other rubber stuck in there. See? This puller really worked good.
Turn your head.
Oh,
There you go.
there's a rubber in there right to the right. All right, guys. I was waiting for a day to be able to try this thing out. I didn't want to blow the horn too much on this until I seen it in action with something like this, because it's one thing to pull out a cartridge that isn't all screwed up like this, but it's another thing to pull one out where the rubbers are folding. The rubber's still in there. When that happens, if I use my other puller, what happens is it only brings it out this much, and then I've got to fight it the rest of the way, and I end up pushing it in, pushing it out, knocking all these pipes. You know, this here just, you know, keeps it coming, slow but sure. I don't really do it too fast. I just let it come slow and steady. That way it has a chance, with the pressure on it, it has a chance to break loose and give the rubber a chance to do whatever it's going to do. Now let's put it back together. Let's see. Take that. Wipe off the water a little bit. Put that in there. Like that. Give it a little bit more handle here. Like that. Then we'll take that guy here. We'll take that one here. I don't want to go past it. I want to protect the threads. There's the threads. Now I'll just take that up like that. Go like that. And look at here, just tighten her up. There it is.
Check the threads.
Back to the bag. Alright guys, now let me show you what we got here. I gotta get that rubber out of here. Okay, you know what we forgot to do? Oh, look at that. It's broken off in the back. Look guys.
You're gonna use your light.
Where's, oh look, the back part's broken off. Look at that. It's stuck in there. See it?
Nice.
A little surprise for us, right? Okay, why don't we do this, Vinny? We gotta be careful we don't jam shit up and make it worse, but why don't we get, oh, it's gonna come. There we go. We're gonna polish that up in there. There it is. There's the rest of it, guys. I mean, for that puller to pull this sucker out and split it from the back, that thing is strong. Now, let me clean it out. Okay. I think what I want to do, Vinny, is I want to go get our cleaner, our brush, and polish it out. Okay?
Yeah.
Let's see. And we'll get some caulking, by the way. We'll clean all the, we're gonna need a scraper and a caulking, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright guys, we're gonna go to the truck and get something to polish that out with. Some WD-40 and the whole bit. Okay? Okay guys, we're gonna polish it up in there. Now, guys, WD-40 and O-rings, not the best, but I don't leave it in there. move my brush around. I move it to the right, then the left, up, down, like that. Looks good, guys. All right, here, take this. I need, you know what I forgot to bring? Paper towels. That's okay. I'll use this towel.
Okay. Don't knock anything in there. I mean, in this.
How long you been?
My Atlanta.
How many years you been doing this?
Never made mistakes.
Never.
Oh, that's true. That's my dad.
That looks good. Look at that. That looks good. Oh, no.
We brought it. Okay.
Huh?
We brought this one in.
Yeah, I got it right here. Just wipe the WD-40 out, guys. Now, Mullen comes with their own crap, but I like my stuff better when it comes to plumbing grease. Okay, here it all came out, guys. Look. That valve, that cartridge exploded inside there. Alright, I'm really impressed with the puller. I have it one eye, but it hangs out way to here. It butts up right here, just like the other ones, and it will pull it all the way out, but you can't see in it. Sometimes I don't know if I'm ripping the stem out of the cartridge or if it's pulling everything at once. You just have to wait till it's done and then you take a look and hope for the best. But with this one, you can actually see what's going on as it's coming out. I love it. All right. Now I need the cartridge, please. And I don't use arthritis, guys. I just can't rip that open no more. I don't like getting too close to those rubbers, especially the O-rings. See, they give you this, guys, but I like mine. This runs, it's really liquidy. The other one I use is, I like it better. Okay, now the HC goes on top, guys. If everything is plumbed right here, the HC goes on top. So, alright, guys, here we go. I'll put the H on top. Right there. You know what? Give me that shit. Little proctology exam here. Let me have a crescent wrench. I won't push on that. If I brought one.
Negative. So I'll go grab it.
Okay. I just want something to put on here and push at the same time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because if you go like this and you give it a little, you don't tear up the O-rings. So.
Alright, we'll go get it.
Medium.
Medium?
Alright, guys. I like to put the crescent on it.
And then I like to give it a little in and out like this, like that, until she's all the way in. But this here, let's see here. Almost. There we go. Almost. Okay, we'll straighten it out a little bit. About right. Okay, now the question is, will the pin go in? If it's a little to the left or a little to the right, this won't go in. And it won't go in if you have this in the channel. This blocks the channel. So. Okay. Okay, so I think we're going to give it a little bit right there. There it is. See that, guys? All the way in, flush. You want that top flush with this right here, over there. Now, let's see what we get here, guys. These always come from the factory in the off position. Okay, so now this side looks a little bit shinier here. And we'll put this guy here, the temp control part is actually missing right there. We need to put the cover on, but I just want to see. Where's the cover? Hey, can I have that handle for a minute? I just want to feel it. Yeah, I gotta wait. Let me just fill it with this guy. Oh, it feels smooth. Look at that. Smooth. Real good. Okay, I just wanted to feel that. Okay, so can I have that plate? Let me have the scraper.
Plate.
If you want, just clean that crap around here just like this.
Yeah, I
in the
gotcha.
bathtub. Like that. You can use a screwdriver. I'll do it. It has the rubber, guys. It's not too much to worry, but I just don't want nothing protruding this away from the wall. You want all this crap here off before you. All right, guys, let's just see here. All right. This is the part I hate, guys. Trying to fish for the. That's one, guys. I always say, guys, what about Natasha? Natasha watches. Guys and girls. Natasha's always got some great advice. Okay guys, if you just do one and do the other, watch this. This one's gonna be loose, see, it's loose. So if I go here, then I snug it, I go back here, and you can see this one's loose. Now I go snug it, and I go back here until they won't snug no more. I just keep going back and forth to draw that rubber up to the wall, so watch. Just keep going until it bottoms out eventually. See, like this one's starting to bottom out. This one's starting to bottom out. They're bottomed out. There's no more really. That's it, guys. Okay, now let's get this guy on here. You know what?
Loctite.
I should put some Loctite on here, you know? I think I'm going to turn the water on though. And we'll put some Loctite on here. I'll tell you what, I'll go get Loctite. Vinny, could you clean out the tub a little bit for me? Alright guys, a little Loctite on here. When you go to tighten it, back it up. Don't let that hit here. Don't let that be your stop. There we go. And I like pulling this all the way out to here. Can I have the tool? All right, buddy. That's it, guys. Let's see how it works. Make sure everything lines up. Here we go. Okay, on cold first. Hot. There we go. It's getting hot. Get the air out of here. We'll put it on medium. That way we get the hot and pull all the air out of it. I'm going to do the same here. Hot and cold. Get the air out. Hot and cold. Hear all the air coming out of the line, guys. I like to do that way it doesn't scare people. Sometimes they don't know that they don't know that part of the process getting the air out. So I like to do that. Okay, there we go. Look at that, guys. All done. Now if it don't drip, we're good to go. So what we'll do, Vinny, is let's do a cleanup, and I'll put a little caulking around that, and we'll be good to go. We can take all the tools down. And all right, guys, Vinny's gonna caulk that, and then down below we noticed her overflow plate was hanging, and there's a big gap, and she said some plumber came and he said that he guessed it was too corroded to put back in, but maybe he'd lost it behind the. Anyway, we do keep extra screws, guys. In case we do lose one, we always keep a hard pack of stainless steel screws with the right threads. I don't remember at this time what they are. But I'm going to let Vinny do this. And then I'm going to...
quarter 20.
How much?
Quarter 20 screws.
Quarter 20?
Yeah.
By the way, does that work at all? I wonder because maybe if it don't work. Well, oh, it does work. We'll take that off and see what we got in there. I'll just get a new plate, right? What do you think? Boy, Vinny's getting good with that sealant. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? His mom's been teaching him. Look at that. Okay, he's trying to fix the overflow. The plumber left it that way. She thinks it might have went behind the wall. Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, put the new one on. Oh, the new one isn't even attached, is it? Oh, okay, let's put on a blank one. Instead of one with an arm. Can you bundle all that back up for me? I'll go get it.
Do you want the screws in this bundle?
Yeah, let's just go get a plate for it. It's not even being used, so let's put a blank on it. Okay, she doesn't have a stopper inside there. She don't have that. That's why they got that stopper there. So we're putting a blank plate on. Why would I put one with a lever if it's not being used? I thought maybe the plumber stripped it and just said that it was too corroded. I mean, I'm looking at the other one. The old one's not corroded. Anyway. Same thing with these guys. When you tighten them, you go back and forth until the slop is all out. Because you tighten one side, the other side's going to be loose until you got it. You don't want to strip them. Looks good. Okay, we're all done, guys. We're out of here. Now we're going to go home and give Alicia her Valentine flowers. I didn't get her flowers. I got her a plant. She don't like flowers. Those are in the trash 3 or 4 days later. She likes something that she can plant. So we're going to go home and give her that. And then I guess we'll take everybody to dinner at Mario's, our little hole in the wall that we love.
That's right.
All right, guys. Talk to you later. All right, guys. I thought we'd talk about, what went wrong here. First of all, the rubbers started pulling apart. And then I believe once they start pulling apart, as you keep pulling, it blows the bottom out. But with that being said, I do have the ONI puller right up there, but with the other one, I could actually see the progress, because sometimes with the ONI, you could just pull the stem right out of the center, and then you got to get it easy out, and you got to gut that thing piece by piece sometimes. So I would like to know if I'm pulling the stem out. And with the clear one, I could see whether I'm pulling the stem out, because if I start to pull the stem out, then I stop, take everything off, maybe heat the manifold with a torch, then maybe put the vice grips on it and see if I can continue on without pulling the manifold off, the stem out. Because you pull that stem out, now what you have to do is you got to get an easy out, which I have several, and you got to go right where the stem is and try to turn it left and try to bring her out at the same time with maybe a pair of pliers, one person on the easy out and the other hand pulling, one hand on the easy out trying to pull, and then one hand on the vice grips to try to pull it. Once you get onto there, sometimes this will all break apart. It can turn into a real clusterfuck, guys, I tell you. Anyway, with that being said, the job is done. It's successful. We cocked around her plate. We noticed somebody left a screw missing for her overflow, and you could see where the water was just going in. So we fixed that. We put a new overflow plate. We got rid of the trip handle because she didn't need it. There's no float inside there. There's no that pendulum with the brass piece on the bottom. The stop is what I call it, the drain stop. Nothing's in there like that, so we put just a blank plate, and job well done. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys have a good Valentine's Day. And with that being said, we'll talk to you. I don't really have plans for tomorrow unless something comes in. I may have a job to go to if the person answers up. But we had a great week this week. I mean, even with the rain, man, we were out there in the rain. It didn't matter. But anyway, talk to you guys later. Happy Valentine's to you guys.